Previously on the 100 Line Last Defense Academy.
Is Edo gonna be sitting there?
Up and at 'em, troops, time to rise and shine. This is your 60th day here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the violent barbaric enemy.
And now back to Zero Escape 4, The Infinity Files.
Hello!
NicoB! Back with some more of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. When we last left off, you know what? Fuck Edo. I don't give a shit that he redeems himself later. He's a piece of shit. He deserves to die. Die, Edo! I feel kind of weird. Hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass like, you know, karma. Karma doesn't exist, right? Right? Why is Edo's ghost sitting in front of me? Why do all my friends look like Edo? Why do I look like Edo?
It's because I'm inside you, Takumi. I'm taking our toxic yaoi to the next level.
Ah, shit. Anyway, a few days I'm gonna take over your body and kill all your friends. Well, not if I don't kill myself 100 times. Ah, shit, you took over my body in that ending. All right, never mind. How about I embrace the hate? Yeah. Oh, shit, that just made it worse. It turns out, yeah, that was exactly what he wanted me to do. Fuck. I mean, I'll just give up and then make you sad. But now I'm just stuck seeing Edo forever. But how about if I give in the hate and then I decide not to give in the hate? And then my friends have to kill me, which would just look like Edo. Fuck. There's no way out. Turns out, being an asshole to Edo just makes you kind of an asshole as well. The lesson here is you can't fix an asshole with another asshole. Two assholes don't make an asshole. Wait, what? Anyway, it was a dark and fucked up route, but I'm not gonna say it was bad. I think it was actually pretty well written and interesting for the dark route that it was. It very much kind of gave me vibes of like Light versus L in Death Note. You know, both people trying to like outsmart each other, except if it was, you know, like Light or L was like inside the other. God, we love mind games in our toxic yaoi, don't we? God damn. But apparently Kadaka did have a hand in this one, along with another writer. And while I wouldn't say it was my favorite route or even probably one of my favorites, just because it's like one of those ones you'll find interesting, but I never would want to like go through it again, you know, just because it is so dark. And there really, again, none of those endings actually lead to like Takumi getting any kind of like freedom or redemption. Even the one where like, it's even the best one was the one where he just kept freaking killing himself. Cause that one sort of had like, you know, his friends backing him up, which was kind of sweet in a fucked up way. But then even at the end, it looks like Edo takes over anyway. So his hate was too strong. And I guess along those same lines, last episode, Alex in 5743 said, under normal circumstances, don't jump. Friends, this time, do a flip. I know. That's part of why I actually also liked that ending the most, was just like the idea that your friends are all just like cheering you on about murdering yourself every other second. It was like, it's like, God damn. Like you're just laughing at how utterly fucked up it is. But I also honestly think it was like a pretty creative way too, to sort of like rethink and reuse the idea of like us being essentially immortal, right? And I mean, I'm glad that it was not done in a way where like Takumi actually really wanted to die. Like he was doing it to get rid of Edo. So I'm like, I'm glad it wasn't used in a situation where like, let's say one of the students was like, oh, I really want to die. I want to get out of this, you know, situation. And he kept trying to do that again and again. Then it would have been really, really morbid and just like, ugh. But like the fact that you were just trying to get rid of Edo, and then your friends figure out what you're doing, and then they cheering you on to help you get rid of Edo too. Like your friends were smart enough to figure it out. It's like, it made it a lot more interesting and less morbid than it could have been, essentially. But also, do a backflip. That's just fucking funny. But Alex, thank you so much. You're hilarious and fucked up comment. And it's that reason you are comment today. But yeah, you guys also point out how this also continues to line up with the idea that giving yourself up willingly makes the absorption more effective, right? Commune basically gave up her cryptoglobin to save Nozomi in that one ending. Shoma gave himself up to Ava, which helped her get her memories back and also overcome Veshness. And Edo basically gave himself up to Takumi, and then that was used to essentially fully insert himself into Takumi, which really does show a lot of like kind of flexibility they can have here and fun they can have with the cryptoglobin. So I do sort of see the potential like possibilities are endless for what you can do with cryptoglobin, right? While still following along some like relatively like consistent rules. Oh yeah, you guys also brought up the final line that was said that like a clear empty field lit by a pale moonlight. So Sumino literally means clear field and Aotsuki means blue moon. Ha! Funny. When we have become as one. But yeah, apparently the person, in addition to Kadaka, that wrote this route was also the same one that wrote the Goodbye Edo route. So they basically did both sides of the Edo spectrum here. The good and the bad. Which is pretty cool. It shows that they definitely have a good, like, comprehension, I guess, of Edo's character. And it is, like, it does make him a more fascinating character in that way. Though I am going to be very curious when I do eventually do the moment where I kill Edo in, like, the start. Like, how will I avoid that outcome from happening again, right? I'm almost thinking that it's not going to be that me that kills, or maybe Edo just doesn't, like, give himself up in the same way. Or it might be the case that Edo just gets away and then like leaves the school. I don't know. I'll be really curious. But if you do that, for sure, regardless, Edo will never be like your ally in that side, more than likely. So I'll never like probably ever be able to use him in a fighter or whatever. Which is kind of like why I'm not like in a huge rush to see that side yet, because it's like I don't want to like lose Edo, because Edo is a pretty interesting character. But all right. So we got 4 more endings just like that from killing Edo, which means the next thing would technically be this. However, I have been recommended by my moderators and by some other folks in the community that there are a couple of endings that I don't want to do. One ending is this ending. So, or this route, I mean. And I was told about this a little while ago, that I do not want to hide my secret. Apparently this will lead down a route that leads to something, maybe some kind of big revelation that is better not seen until at the very least I start checking out the other side of Edo's fate. And similarly, the same is also apparently true about this route. Let the Undying Flames boy not join your team. Apparently, I guess that also is a part of it as well. And it's, I don't know, apparently it's like, it seems to me from what I'm gathering from what people are saying about it is that there are some truths or something is revealed here in these, in both of those routes that is not very satisfying if you get it through them instead of maybe through a different way, or it's just not satisfying to get it really early. I don't know. Something like that. I'm actually shocked that there's even any more truths to be learned at this point, really. I really feel like I've learned everything that there is about the fucking plot. Unless it's like on a specific character, which maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like something about one of the characters that I just haven't figured out yet. Or we're like all in the Matrix and everything is a lie, you know? Like some 13 Sentinel shit or some other crazy bananas like, oh, you thought that was the layer. No, bitch, you're still on the surface. This is the fucking layer. Bah! So anyway, for now, I'm going to be avoiding these 2 routes. To be fair, I wasn't really looking forward to doing this one anyway, because to me, this is another one of those decisions that felt like, why would I do this? Like, I literally don't know why Takumi would be like, no, you can't join our team. When he literally spends the entire time being like, we're going to be like helping our pal, Xian. Yeah. Then we get to this moment, he's just like, no. It's like, to me, this is another one of those choices that to me doesn't, I feel like really, like one makes like all the sense in the world and one makes none of the sense in the world based on just what we've been doing up till now. So with that, we're going to hop back to the last one, which is, god damn, there's actually a long time between this one and the last one. Day 30. We have gone far back here. And now we are back to one of the kind of weirder choices because of just the setup of it, right? Where I choose between Gaku and Karara. It's funny how the game literally spoils what you should like shoot for in this if you want to get the truth, which I think, I mean, it's pretty forced in that way, but at the very least, I guess it's good, because if they didn't say that, then it really would just be a fucking crapshoot, because most people probably would pick Gaku. Though, to be honest, I think I find both of their characters to be kind of annoying. They're kind of both equally kind of an annoying character. They have the redeemed qualities, obviously, but I definitely don't think I'd rate Gaku or Kurara pretty high on my list of like favorite characters in this game. But that said, we are pretty far back, and while we did have the casual route back here, which did lead to a lot of time skipping and then just getting... Did we get 2 endings at the end of it? Oh yeah, we did, because I had to make a choice whether to remember or not remember. I don't know, I feel like one of these eventually is going to get to a point where we're actually going to start getting like a route within it, right? I mean, I'm sorry, multiple routes within it, as opposed to what all these have been essentially up to this point have really just been like one route that then leads to potentially multiple endings, but not like, oh, this route then breaks off into another route here. That actually hasn't really happened yet. Everything has been either like the rebellion route, the casual route, the multiple Eidos route, but not break off here and then, oh, this goes to this route and then this goes to this route. Or maybe continues the route that you're on. I don't know. I'll be curious if that even happens. Maybe they're all working like this. Maybe they all just go to like your choices and then they'll lead to different endings, but it's still the same route. But all right, in that case, let's go ahead and just let's kill Gaku this time. I don't give a shit about the truth anymore. The truth sucks. Again, I still feel like this is a very forced choice. That's kind of lame. And oh god, I have to. Oh god, do I have to do the? Yes. Okay. Please just skip to the shit. Skip to the dumb shit. It's funny. I feel like I haven't actually done a defensive battle in quite a while. It's really just a lot of visual novel stuff lately. Again, this is pretty stupid. Like it's like she's dead. We could finish her. No, we're all too scared of it. And then she's gonna fucking disappear and summon her guards to grab our friends, and we can't possibly stop them both at the same time, even though that's what we've been doing the whole fucking game. Again, the pseudo-narrative dissonance, right? All right, Gaku, time for you to die this time. There should be an option where you just let them both die. For no reason. It's like, you know what? I don't like either of them. Fuck them. Damn, do they have this many enemies surrounding them like this? Am I high? Do they actually have, like, this many dudes around them? I don't know if I remember that. Wait, let me check. I am legit. To me, I'm like, I almost don't remember there being this many. Nah, there was. I just didn't really think about it before. I think this is them trying to sell that this is like possible that we wouldn't be able to save them. The problem is, even with all these guys in the way, still technically it's my turn. I have AP. They're like, look, they're at the border of the map and they're surrounded by like 800 guys. There's no way.
I'm fully prepared.
Also, Ava's with us again. Is Ado even locked up at this point? I don't even remember. Or has he already gotten away?
I can't die yet! I have to look after my family!
Your family doesn't exist!
All right. Say when.
Shut up, Gaku. Stop being greedy. You had your route. Now it's your turn to die. What the hell are you talking about? Ah, shit! Ah! All right, check this shit out, penguins. So we got to be fucking awesome. Ah, shit! Ah, fuck me! Hey, I'm Mitchell! Ah, yeah! Slurpity derp. Ah, shit. Ah, at least she's hot. Ah, fuck, this feels so good. Ah, yeah. Yummy.
Just one, then? At least I managed to buy myself some time. Still, that must be some incredible power to inflict such a grave wound on someone as great as I.
Yeah, because Shion, that was like the first time Shion came out and blew himself
I won't
up.
let my guard down.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. Come on, God, blah, blah, blah. And then she limped away along with the massive invaders. Some of us were overcome with rage and tried to follow her. Some of us desperately tried to stop them. Some of us had tears rolling down our faces as they ran over to Gaku's dead, stupid body. And all I could do was stand there, rooted to the spot, dumbfounded. Not too long after that. Ah, shit, fuck, why'd you just bury me next to Darby? I'm gonna get her weird on me, even in the afterlife. We made a grave for Gaku in a corner of the schoolyard. Maybe this will make Kurara less unbearable. This is the third one. We lost yet another friend. My decision killed Gaku. I came back here from the future, and 3 people still died. How is this happening? Friends of mine who would have never died otherwise are now gone because I decided to come back. Yeah, I was never supposed to redo things. Because of my decision, Gaku, Kyoshika, and Darumi were dead. All because of me. All because of pseudo-narrative distance. And so with the sacrifice of yet another life, our 33rd day at Last One's Academy came to an end. All right, so where are we going? What are we doing? Sorry, still tasing me. Did I get brainwashed already at this point? Fuck, this is what I mean. Like, I have to like remember what the fuck did we do? Okay, yes, I have been getting brainwashed. And then I got to, this is the casual route again. So I got past that. NicoB did not get destroyed. Ava saved NicoB. And I think NicoB's still alive at this point, right? It's funny we don't see, I actually kind of wish this little graph down here actually included Sirei and NicoB, because a lot of times they are incapacitated. It'd be nice to know if they were like gone or not. And actually, yeah, Edo has escaped. Yeah, at this point, Edo has escaped. I couldn't sleep at all. Not that I expected to. Whenever I closed my eyes, I saw Gaku's dumb face going, "Ah, fuck you, Takumi! Ah, you suck! Ah!" His last ones in my head, so I just kept them open. Had no will to get out of bed, but I can't just lay here. Wonder how everyone else is holding up. I need to get to the cafeteria. I dragged myself out of bed and trudged gloomily down the halls. Everyone looks completely normal. When I got to the cafeteria, things were way more lively than I'd ever imagined. Fucking pussy invaders. You want to fight? Come get some. Oh, are we still gonna go through our drunk arc? I guess we are. I guess why wouldn't he, right? Why wouldn't Sirei give us a bunch of alcohol again? Or whatever the hell it is.
I'm Vissel. I'll apologize every single one of them in the mat.
Kako, your dear brother will protect you no matter what!
What are you saying? I'm the one who's going to protect you, Ema.
Everyone was abnormally worked up and shouting over each other. What's going on here? Sumino, you're late. Drink your milk. No, I don't want to drink the milk! Fine, then drink my weird concoction that makes you all fucked up. Latecomers have to chug. Drink this energy drink. Drink it. For the record, there is something weird in it, but it won't cause any harm, so don't fret. Don't fret. What's in it?
Hey.
Just something to perk you up. I can't tell you more than that. You know, when things get rough, adults turn to the bottle too. It's something to be ashamed of. Isn't it though? I need to get you all in fighting condition again, even if it has to be by force. I almost wonder how similar this one's gonna be, like, initially, you know? But still.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking horny, Takumi! I'll power up all our weapons. I'll make us all stronger than ever. You guys are all too caught up in convention. Who decided we need to be limited to having 2 eyes, 2 arms, or even 2 legs? Why not 2 dicks? Don't you have any respect for the human soul? I want to laugh. What a horrible racket. Still, this might be better than just being depressed.
Hiroko, Nozomi, you're both your usual selves. You're not having any?
No, I'm a little too scared to try it. I had some, but it doesn't seem to work on me. Booze, energy drinks, all of that other stuff. It never has any effect.
Other stuff? Marijuana. Hey, I'm gonna see Ava or NicoB. Do you know where they are? And maintenance. I asked Neo to check Ava out since she was acting strangely yesterday. Ah, yes, okay. Right, okay, NicoB's still here.
The sanctity of human life.
What about Kurara? What's her reaction? We haven't seen her drunk before. Anyway, I have some Sumino. Forget all our woes so we can have a better tomorrow. There's no need to worry about Veshness. With her recuperating from her wounds, I expect she won't be attacking again for quite a while. There's no handy day tech like the Revive-O-Matic on their side after all. Come on, have a drink and put it all behind you. Anguish and sadness will only further hinder you. There we go. Holy shit.
He's right, Takumi. At times like these, you have to drink it like your life depends on it. Damn! And you haven't done my voice in fucking ages, have you? Aha! Bleh!
Kurara, I think your voice is starting to turn to something else.
What are you talking about, motherfucker? Say it to me! Say it straight to my face!
Yeah, you know what? This is fine.
Why am I the only one still alive? Kurara. I should be the one who died.
You did already. We're done with that. At least for now. We technically have one more route down that way, but we won't do that for a little bit.
No, don't say that. That's not true at all.
Yeah, it's actually a small mercy that Mariko was the one we lost.
Small mercy.
And yeah, it's sort of what you guys brought up too back in the other route, right? Like one of the reasons why we essentially got the route or the ending that we, or the truth with Gaku was because of what happened with him and Ugamu, right? Potentially. Where like, because of him like trying to start a fight with us and wanting to seek the truth as well, right? That was what kind of like pushed us. Of him wanting to know what, like who was actually on the satellite if his family was up there, right?
Small mercy.
I mean, think about it. Gaku sucked. That'd be fucking funny if he just said that. It was between him or you, it was Usuzuki. You're the stronger fighter, so we're much better off having you around. Like, the funny thing is, both him and Kurara are neither. I find neither of them to be like specifically super great on the battlefield. I think Gaku is marginally better, but I mainly just use him for his buff that he gives, because that gives us like a bonus buff, and then also gives us a ton of energy, right, to fill up our gauge. So like, and then for Kurara, I found I don't really use her that much because like the towers are okay, but like I literally have to wait a turn for the towers to attack when I could just really instead do my turn right now, or have like Tsubasa drive around her car and murder everybody. And her other tower things are, again, not that great either. I say the best thing about Kurara is the fact that she can heal the building. So, you know, having her next to like the main base because she can heal that. That's like the best thing about her.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Fuck Gaku.
Hey. Not to mention how your death would have affected the others. Nozomi would have been gone major to presto. Now she doesn't give a shit. Oh, it's true. It's right. That's right. Last time we were down here, Nozomi wasn't even in the cafeteria because she was so depressed over Kurara's death. That's where I was like, something about this is different. It was like, that's right. It was Nozomi wasn't here.
Aha.
Is there anyone here who consider Mariko their best friend?
What's that supposed to mean?
Not wrong, actually. That's kind of funny. Exactly what I said. When a beloved character dies, it has a negative effect on everyone around them. So it's a small mercy that it was an unpopular loner like Mariko who died instead.
How dare!
How freaking dare you! I've had enough of your screwed up logic.
Takamaru.
It's not a single one of us here is not important. Every single one of these guys is my best friend. Damn, Takamaru's such a real one, bro. Fuck me. Hey! You ever try ranking them again? I'll beat the crap out of you! Well, aren't you cool? The dramatic speech sounded pretty tough, but is that really how you should be speaking to your commanding officer? You threatening me, bitch?
Come on, cut it out, you two. No, keep going, punch you in the face, yeah, boy. I want you both to win and both to lose.
Don't encourage them. Stop drinking that stuff. I've been thinking for a while now that your attitude needed addressing, Yakashiji. You need to remember your place here. What, you gonna set off my bomb? Go ahead, do it. I dare you dumb bitch.
What a horrible racket. Hi. I'm back, everyone. Hello. I haven't been around in a while either. Ava should be ready to go by tomorrow. Huh?
Oh, that's a new one.
You dare me?
Bitch, come on. Blow me up. You won't.
Because even if I blow you up, I'll just revive you anyway. Your bravado rings hollow if you presume that someone's going to be wiping your butt like a baby in the end.
Who you calling a baby? I know you can change the settings on that machine so I don't get revived. So yeah, I know I might actually die. And I don't care.
I don't give a demon lord.
If you keep trashing my bro Gaku, then you better go ahead and kill me.
Yeah.
What is going on here? Please stop fighting. It's bad and unproductive.
Having just entered the cafeteria, Nico leapt between Sirei and Takamaru to try to break them up.
No more fighting.
Shut up! Takamaru slapped Nico away. Bam! Never taking his eyes off Sirei. Uh-oh. Thonk.
Uh-oh.
That's what I just said. Uh-oh.
That sounded pretty bad.
Now you've done it.
Are you all right? Oh no! He fucking broke an ego? Wee! Pooh! He turned into a fax machine! It's on dial-up. He's not going to explode, is he? Nico, are you okay, Nico? No, not Nico. Huh? Why is everyone so panicked? Are you okay? What do you mean? Oh, are you referring to how the universe was started by a single strand of string?
Yeah.
He seems fine. Does he? Sorry, Nico, my bad. Takumi bowed his head low in apology. Can't believe I broke my code of never hitting women or children. Oh, but I'm not a woman or a child. What, really? I just assumed you were one or the other on the inside. Yeah, but everyone refers to you as a dude anyway. Like, everyone at the start of said you were a dude and never... Why are we suddenly suggesting that was something that everyone was feeling anyway? I don't know, I'm so confused. I'm guessing someone must have just said his pronoun at some point, and then everyone's just like, oh, okay, and then went with it. It's funny, because also, remember in the visual novel story, Nico still showed up, and their actual, like, character, like, sprite looked female, just with the hat on. I'm surprised they were even, like, saying him or her for Nico. I actually just thought it'd be like a they. And Sirei. My bad. I got a little too worked up. I'm gonna turn in and cool off. Huh. Guess I went a little too far as well. Though I would have liked to seen your fucking giblets rain down on me. Following their lead, the rest of the group regained their composure too. They decided to call it a day there. Alone in my room, I found myself once more haunted by Gaku's last moments. Ah, fuck, you killed me, Takumi, you son. I'm sorry. The same thought kept swirling inside my head, even though there was no point to it. It was like I was punching myself and asking for forgiveness all at once. Before I knew it, it was dark outside. Despite not eating anything since this morning, I didn't feel hungry at all. Still, staying here in my room and wallowing in guilt won't do me any good. Guess I'll go get some fresh air. I leaned against the roof rail and took in the cool breeze. I felt my weary heart become a little lighter. I'm Takumi Sumino, leader of the Special Defense Unit. I'm not Ado! Can't be wallowing in the past. Huh? Takumi! Hi, Nico. Nico? What brings you here? Huh? Just wanted to get some fresh air. How about you? Why, I came to see you! I wanted to talk to you about something. Well, I was wondering, did Takumi... I feel like there has to be a reason that, like, to have Takumi whack you. Did it, like, is it gonna have, like, fucked you up in some way? Huh? About what? Well... Nico looked around as if he was making sure the coast was clear before continuing. First of all, I'm not Nico. What? I'm a completely different AI just borrowing Nico's body. What? Are you okay? That blow to the head earlier might have been worse than I thought. Please, I'm being serious. Okay, I'm listening. Whether he's of sound mind or not, I should at least hear him out. You say you're not Nico, you're some different AI. Please explain to me in a way that I can understand. Thank you, I'll do my best. Your attitude and the way you talk seems exactly like Nico. To put it plainly, I represent the anti-axis faction. The what? You and your friends don't need to fight anymore. Our objective is to send you all to the artificial satellite as soon as possible. Okay, well, this is taking a sudden turn. I don't want anyone overhearing this. We should go somewhere more private. I managed to convince the pseudo-Nigo to continue our conversation back in my room. First of all, you may call me... Goto! Oh shit! Goto's back! Fucking... I haven't run to Goto since fucking 13 Sentinels. So speak of the devil, right? It'll get confusing if you keep calling me Nigo. Goto?
It's an acronym for the foundational principles programmed into my AI that I've long since forgotten. God of something, I think. We can skip that part. The important thing is that I'm an AI created by the Anti-Exodus faction.
And can I assume that the Anti-Exodus faction is what the name implies?
Yes, you can. The Anti-Exodus faction stands against the Exodus Project. They hold opposite ideals to Sirei and NicoB. The people on the artificial satellite aren't all unified. Some support the Exodus Project while others oppose it. They say we don't need to prolong our lives or find prosperity. That we should instead accept our fate and perish. Let's all demon die together. Woo!
But perish? Is humanity in danger if they continue to live on the satellite?
Yes, just as planets have lifespans, so does the artificial satellite. The Exodus Project came about because some fear the satellite could not support humanity for much longer. Some estimate it will only last another 200 years.
200 years? I mean, I'll be dead by then.
Well, that's a long time, or not is all a matter of perspective. The faction I represent thinks that we should simply accept our fate. That surviving is not a future worth sending such young ones to fight for.
Interesting. Not necessarily to spare the people of this planet, which
Seemingly everyone, well, yeah, they do, right? The people on the satellite are aware of all this. We're the ones that aren't aware of it. It's more about, sending the young ones to go. Though to be fair, are they even, I can't remember, they're not aware of that, of the truth about us though, right? I don't think they are totally aware of it. I don't know, when they learn that we learn about it, the guilt like hits them and then they try to redeem themselves, right? But actually, are they? Do they actually already know that we stole Shion, that we're like clones of his DNA, that we're down here? Like, maybe they do actually. I don't know. You guys help me remind me? Actually, I'm not sure if that's ever even really been clarified. If it was like they learned the truth as we learned the truth about that, or if they always knew the truth about that. I mean, other than just simply the fact that we're down here fighting and trying to save humanity, you know? What he's saying makes sense so far.
I was sitting inside NicoB in order to realize the Anti-Exodus faction's goals. My mission was to take over NicoB's body when the time was right and try to persuade you all.
Huh? When the time was right. Well, it's now the best time to do it.
I'm ashamed to admit that I was supposed to take over this body much earlier. However, NicoB's internal security system was much stronger than anticipated. At one point, I thought I'd never be able to take over. And it seems I wasn't as successful the previous 100-day iteration. But there was a moment yesterday when NicoB's CPU experienced a large amount of stress.
Oh. Whack. Must have been when Takamaru whacked him.
I seized the opportunity and took over his body.
I see.
So please, there's no need to support this barbaric Exodus project. Stop fighting the invaders and come back to the artificial satellite with me.
That's easier said than done. Well, I heard him out at least. There's still a possibility this is just NicoB bugging out from hitting his head. How are we supposed to get back to the artificial satellite anyway?
We have an escape pod ready at Second to Last Events Academy.
Really?
It was put there in secret, just like I was hidden away inside NicoB. If you use that, you won't even have to wait for the 100 to leave for the satellite.
Huh. Guess this is all in the realm of possibility.
Right? So why not just escape and say goodbye to all this fighting? It's an easy decision, isn't it?
I can't do that because I have a reason to fight. This time I'm going to protect her to the end. That's what I promised myself. Wait, hold on a minute. If I can go back to the artificial satellite with Nozomi, then I don't really have a reason to fight. But that's not the issue here. If by fighting we can ensure the success of the Exodus project, there's a chance we can fulfill humanity's wishes, then I want to see through.
How admirable! But you don't need to support the Pro faction. You've just been brainwashed by them and forced to fight. You're not fighting of your own volition.
What? Brainwashed? So we learn about the brainwashing on this side as well. Hold on. What are you talking about?
Well, here's an example. Gakko Mariko, who died yesterday, came from her group home, an orphanage, if you will. He had complicated feelings about his upbringing, but he loved his foster siblings. He fought so he could see them again.
So what?
What if I told you that his memories of his family were tampered with through brainwashing to be better than they were? What if that family was actually just a bunch of low-life scumbags? And he was only brainwashed into thinking that he wanted to see them again.
This is only sort of the truth. What?
The Profax has successfully conducted research on memory manipulation at Kamakura General Hospital. That technology that they created was installed in this school. I think you may have an idea of what I'm talking about here.
Oh, they're going based off conjecture. Okay. So they figured out that there was a memory manipulation, which, by the way, also is a bit of a foreshadowing of like, wait, why did they have that? I mean, I guess you could say, well, it's so that we wouldn't. Actually, no, I don't think there is actually an explanation. Like we're not supposed to have forgotten anything, right? Oh, except no. The idea was that we forgot our time at the General Hospital, right? Seemingly the Kamakura Hospital, but nothing beyond that. The special treatment I conducted on her is known as dolemnic cognitive reconstruction therapy. By tinkering with her brainwave frequencies, I can control her memories, thoughts, and emotions.
Memories and thoughts. That's...
You brainwashed her then. Brainwashed? If you want to put it in terms so simplistic a monkey could understand, then yes.
Hey.
Any memories relating to being an invader have been erased and replaced with a profound hatred for their entire species. Even I'm surprised as to how empty a shell this has left her, though. I guess I got a little carried away. Tee-hee.
Tee my ass. If you remove that many memories, of course it's going to mess her up.
There's no guarantee that we didn't receive the same treatment as her. Does that mean everything that Goto's told me has been the truth? My brain. Wait, this is weird. For some reason, my thoughts are getting fuzzy. I shouldn't think about this anymore. I should never doubt Sirei. Ah, yeah, okay, that's we're still going through this.
Takumi, are you okay?
Brain's feeling a little fuzzy.
You poor thing. It's the brainwashing. In addition to planting a reason for you to fight, you've been brainwashed into fully submitting to Sirei's control.
What are you talking about? Sirei would never do anything so as barbaric as brainwashing us.
That's precisely what he'd do. Although, I suppose there's no point trying to convince you in your current state. But I have this for you.
Goto took out a red pill. Convenient plot pill.
This pill can neutralize the effects of the latest brainwashing you underwent. If you have any suspicion that you're not your true self at this moment, take this. It can be the only way for you to regain your free will and defy the powers that be.
Sirei brainwashed me. There's no way that's possible, but I might be able to prove it by taking this pill. If my feelings towards Sirei don't change after taking the pill, that would prove I was never brainwashed. What? This is a choice? Okay, I just have to assume not taking the red pill will just give me an ending, right? I'm gonna go back to fucking casual route in this one if I do this. Now, you know what? Let's do the one that seems more interesting, though. I don't know. I'm almost like, hey, she give me an ending, but it might not. Maybe it'll go a really long time. So let's do the one that's kind of more interesting. I'll take the pill. I took the pill from Goto and put it in my mouth. Gulp.
So?
Well, explode. I think my stomach feels a little warm, but that's it.
That's not what I mean. Has your head stopped feeling fuzzy now?
Oh, it has. You should feel a little sharper than before.
You see? You were brainwashed by Sirei to further the Pro-Exodus Project's faction's cause. Brainwashed, deceived, and manipulated to fight. How do you feel about that statement?
Sounds pretty accurate to me.
Good.
Well, I was glad I'd been undone. I suddenly got scared. Because this meant I really had been brainwashed. I really had been tricked into fighting, just like Goto said.
Oh, but don't get the wrong idea. This doesn't mean your brainwashing has been completely reversed.
What do you mean? Yeah, so, and this is the funny thing is also, they're literally putting this in place. They're like suggesting, oh, we can have further brainwashing from, other shit that happened, but it also is actually explaining why it didn't undo the brainwashing that I've done about my entire fucking life, right? That's like, this is which is pretty smart, right? I actually think this is actually pretty clever that they sort of like addressing this. And that you would go down this route. If you did this the first time, it didn't go down all the way to the end of second scenario. It would just be like, oh yeah, okay, just like there might be some other brainwashing that I don't know about, or have had like multiple sessions from that. But after going through that, now you're like, yes, then why didn't it undo my memories of Karo and all that, right?
It's just the lessons, the effects of your latest brainwashing. You received brainwashing prior to this. That pill only undid the brainwashing that forced you to be loyal to Sirei. Your original brainwashing is probably still in effect.
You mean the one that created a reason for me to fight?
Yes, the same one that I explained was given to Gaku. Life, like make you feel that the family you hated was actually important to you, for example. The reasons all of you were given to fight were twisted by brainwashing. And you're still under that influence. The reasons you believe you have to fight were all put inside your head by the pro-faction.
So just like Gaku, the reason I fight, is it possible? She's not actually important to me after all? Oh no, Takumi, it's much worse than that. I've just been made to believe that she is? And that I want to fight for her?
I can give you more details about your brainwashing if you want. You were all brainwashed as soon as you were brought here using the device in the infirmary. The students from the second campus received theirs when they arrived here. There. That campus is its own separate brainwashing device. So it's not as if I directly witnessed all of you getting brainwashed here on the first campus. But I have already checked the logs of the device in your infirmary. Would you like to hear the details about the brainwashing they gave you?
I think I'll pass. Because if what he says is true, and the reason I fight, it's funny. It's almost like a baby's a baby's second scenario revelation, right? It's like almost there, but not quite how, like, revealing just how bad it is. If he tells me what I think he's going to tell me, there's a chance I'll shut down completely. I won't be able to fight or run or even stand anymore. We don't want to go down that shit route again. At least not right now.
I suppose avoiding the truth is a valid option as well. But your fear is just that you believe what I'm telling you. Does that mean you'll join me and support the anti-Exodus faction's cause?
What should I do? Should I work with Goto and the anti-faction? Another choice already? Whoa, okay. Help the anti-Exodus faction. Sure, why not? Yes, I'm in. I'm gonna kill everybody. I believe it you when you say we've also been brainwashed to fighting by Sirei.
Oh, thank you.
What can I do to help? Just go back to the artificial satellite and the escape pod at the second campus like you asked? Is there anything else I can do?
Yes, there is. That's why I approached you first. What I want to ask you to do is persuade everyone else.
Persuade them?
Yes, I want you to tell the others the truth, just like I did with you. That you've all been brainwashed to fight, and that you don't need to fight anymore. And you should all escape together instead.
All right, this is like the opposite of what I did in Route Zero. I had to tell everyone to fight, and I was like, nah, never mind, give up fighting and leave. All right, I don't mind doing that, but why me? Why don't you just talk to them yourself like you did with me? It'll probably be more believable coming from you anyway.
No, that would be too risky. I can't keep sticking around Sirei's back. If I do, he might notice there's something wrong with NicoB and figure out my secret. There's also something else I need to do in the meantime.
What's that?
You remember I told you there's an escape pod at the other academy? It will need some fixing up before it's usable. So if you can work on getting the others on board while I'm working on that. So you wouldn't lose any time. An efficient little solution, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Thank you. Anyway, here's something to help you persuade them.
Goto handed me some more red pills. And with them, a whole stack of red envelopes. Are these the same as the pill I just took?
Yes, give them to anyone who you think could have received the same, more recent brainwashing as you did.
Hiroko be one, right? I think there was a point where I also talked to her I think that's happened already, where she was like, I don't remember fighting for anybody else. Okay, what about these envelopes?
You're open-minded, so you believe me. But that won't be necessarily be the case with everyone else. If anyone is skeptical, you could hand them the envelope instead. Each one contains background intel about the Special Defense Unit, along with hints about their brainwashing-induced reasons to fight.
Just hints? Why not the full details?
You're really asking me that when you're too scared to ask me the details about your case?
Hey! I haven't said that in a while, but you're also right. Okay, point taken. I think too specific could be overwhelming. I suppose there's kindness in holding back. Oh, you have no idea.
Just so you know, there are 12 envelopes. One for each survivor, excluding Ava.
No, Ava has to come with us. Fuck you.
I put yours in there too if you ever want to learn the full truth about your own brainwashing for some fucking reason.
Thanks, but I doubt I'll ever have it in me to open it before I get back to the satellite.
Anyway, way, we'll be launching the escape pod in 3 days. Please get everyone on board by then.
Okay, but what?
Good heavens. What was that for?
Did you just say 3 days?
I know it's rather sudden, but we gotta get going on this ending, Takumi. Come on! But that's as long as I can stay in control of NicoB's body. Past that, it's back to square one and you'll lose your chance to escape to the artificial satellite. So 3 days is all I can give you. But you can do it. I believe in you.
What if I can't persuade them all in 3 days?
Then you'll be heading to the satellite with only the members you successfully persuaded. And if you can't convince anyone, you'll be going all alone. You wouldn't want that, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
I'm sure you already know, but sir, I cannot find out about this. Not about my existence or the fact that you're going to try and persuade people to leave. He's an embodiment of the pro faction. If he catches us, brr, just imagine it gives me chills.
So I need to persuade everyone in 3 days without Sirei finding out. That sounds impossible. But there's no way I'm going back alone and leave everyone else behind. So it's like I'm just going to have to make the impossible possible. The impossible is possible, like Kaido says. Day 35. Damn, waking up to the dank music. The Exodus Project. The pro and anti-factions. Sirei Goto. The brainwashing, our reason for fighting, our right to run away. There was a lot to think about, but I didn't have the time. Goto said yesterday that the escape pod from Second to Last of Us Academy will launch in 3 days. That's the day after tomorrow. There's no time to change paths or look for other options. I have to stay on the one I decided was right for me. I'm fucking committing. Every option, Takumi's like, all right, I fully committed to whatever that is. I'm never changing my mind. Fuck it. But who do I start with? It can't just be anyone. There's a definite possibility this decision will make or break this whole plan. And you choose carefully. The person most likely to hear me out is... Oh, well, this is interesting. Do I just pick from everybody? Oh, no, I just pick from... Well, fucking duh, dude. Fucking duh. Fucking duh. Wow, we're getting a lot of choices back to back on this one. Maybe I should talk to Hiroko first.
You're acting a little strange lately, you know that?
Huh? Strange how?
If you haven't noticed anything, then forget it. I'll take care of this myself.
Hiroko had been concerned about me before. Come to think of it, perhaps she already realized there was a chance I've been brainwashed. Yeah, actually, I actually don't think we got to that conversation yet. I don't know if we did, where she was like, I don't remember saying that to you, and I don't remember, having fought previously. But maybe she has now, and again, now we're gonna have that conversation here. And that's not all. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. You say your suspicions grew after what Sirei had said about brainwashing, right? I mean, about me, right? You're saying something's off about me. Tell me, please. What was that about? Why'd you think something was off about me?
Oh, that. I'm sorry about that. I was imagining things.
Yeah. Maybe Hiroko's under the same kind of brainwashing as me. Some kind of secondary brainwashing. That explains why she suddenly took back what she said about me seeming strange and suspecting Sirei. In that case, I better hurry and get her back to get her to take that pill. Why would you pick Karara? I'm literally gonna be very curious about that word. It's like I thought it was gonna be like you had to pick any one of the students, and it's like if you pick Hiroko, you're right. If you pick anyone else, you're wrong. But it says just like no, Hiroko and fucking Karara for some reason. You know that chick that usually never listens to anything I say?
What does he want to talk about so badly? You're creeping me out.
Please, just stay cool and hear me out. We don't have to fight anymore. We just run away.
If you're not joking, then I can safely assume that you finally lost your mind.
I'm not joking and I'm not crazy.
A crazy person wouldn't be aware that they lost their mind anyway.
Please, just hear me out. I looked Hiroko directly in the eyes. She in turn glared directly back at me.
Fine. Let's hear it.
I relayed everything Goto had told me the day before. She noted that her head was in a daze, just like mine was, so I had her take the pill. Once she did, her mind seemed to become clearer.
It seems I have no choice but to believe you.
That said, she still appeared reluctant to accept all of it. The anti-Exodus faction are brainwashing to give us a reason to fight, the secondary brainwashing to make us obedient to Sirei, and the escape pod as Second to Last of Us Academy. One by one, Hiroko came to terms with all of these assorted details. And lastly, here. No need to force yourself to read it, I'm just giving you the option.
Did you look at the clue about your brainwashing in your envelope?
Nah, I got cold feet. And I figured it wasn't really necessary.
You pathetic coward. Is what I'd like to say, but I'm not looking at mine either, for roughly the same reason.
With that, Hiroko tossed the envelope she just received under her desk.
We should start discussing what we're going to do from here. But would you give me a moment alone first?
Sure, but why?
There's something I need to think about. It shouldn't take long. Go away from me in your room.
Okay. Perhaps Hiroko asked for the moment to think so she could briefly let out her tears. Or maybe she actually did want to see the envelope's contents without me there. Whichever the case may be, I did as she asked and head back to my room. Huh. Not even 10 minutes have passed before I heard my doorbell ring. It's open. What? Interesting. Is it actually going to turn out to be Karara is actually the one I should have gone with? What the fuck? I'm actually thinking that might be the case. I think did she rat me out to Sirei? It actually might end up being that Hiroko, like that, everything I said about her being brainwashed and that is all true and she knows that, but it might be that she doesn't give a shit about that because of other reasons. Because there's just so much about Hiroko that I don't know, right? So maybe if I knew that, then I would know that she was actually not the one I'd want to communicate this to. But yeah, it seems like fuck. I think, wow, I'll shut the fuck up then, right? Damn. In your face, Nico, in your face. This is what we wanted you think. Hey there, Sumino. Just want to check how you're doing. What are you doing here? Oh, you know perfectly well. Why play dumb now? Fine, if you're gonna force me to say it. You were sold out. Sold out? Who would do that? No, I suppose it goes without saying. Hiroko. She must have been pretending to believe me and asked for time to think so she could report to Sirei. Wouldn't have been too hard for her to pretend to swallow the red pill to trick me either. Oh. Did she just not swallow it? Oh, God. Yeah, back to the milk ending for you, mister. Damn it. I want a do-over. just Wow, okay. Wow, okay, well, that's one of the ones that just is actually a conspiracy route. That's the name of this route. Okay. Plans exposed. Wow. Interesting. I do think these other ones will lead to probably endings pretty quick. Damn, I'm about to get like fucking 8 endings from this fucking route. Jesus. Wow. Fuck, that's amazing. I really am curious though why Hiroko's in particular, like maybe it was just the brainwashing was so intense that she actually just chose not to swallow the pill. But I'm almost thinking that it's actually more about her than that. I think that'd be much more interesting too. Damn, I think this really is actually intended to fuck with you. I think most players would think the same thing I would, that Hiroko would be the one to go with, because usually she's very like, seemingly like, I'm gonna go with what our team leader has to say. But I guess it was always for the benefit of mankind or whatever. All right, never mind. I guess I'm just gonna go with Karawa for some fucking reason. Damn, actually I gotta go to Hiroko first just so I could be like absolutely dumbfounded that was the wrong one. I should go to Karawa first. She seemed pretty down when I spoke to her yesterday. It's not like her to show her true feelings like that.
Why am I the one who's still alive? Karara. I should have been the one who died.
We don't need to fight anymore. I bet Karawa wants to hear those words more than anything else right now. In her state, she's bound to accept all this craziness about the anti-Exodus faction and the brainwashing pretty much at face value. A twinge of guilt crept into my heart. My personal feelings were of no concern at the moment. Fuck all that. Damn, I've never been in your room before. Look how regal it is. Why can't I be regal?
What do you talk about so badly you come to my room uninvited? If it's some mundane drivel, I'll tear the skin off your face.
Starting off on a strong note, I see. More important than that, though. I have to come right out and tell her. Karawa, we don't have to fight anymore. You just run away.
Huh? If this is a joke, it's even more lame than I expected from you.
I'm serious.
What? What? If that's supposed to make me believe you?
Please, just hear me out. I looked Karawa directly in the eyes. Or what I thought was her eyes. She turned and glared directly back at me.
Tell me everything.
Okay. And so I did, relate everything Goto had told me the day before. Karawa didn't exhibit any of the dazed sensation that I'd felt. It appeared that her brainwashing was only to instill her reason for fighting. Once she finished listening to my explanation, she spoke in a low murmur.
It all sounds pretty far-fetched.
Yeah, I know, but I believe it. I want you to believe it too if you can. I want you to trust me, so we can go back to the artificial satellite together.
But you must understand, as the proud daughter of the Uzuki clan, I could never run away no matter the... No, it can't be.
Grau's expression clouded over a mid-sentence as she just realized something. That might not be true, right? That apprehension seemed to stoke my own feelings of guilt, but I pressed ahead all the same. If your pride in Uzuki is what's making you fight, then maybe that's part of the brainwashing they did to you. The real Suzukis might not be the prominent family that Kurawa believed them to be, or they just might not exist at all. Or maybe she wasn't even part of the Uzuki family at all. If her obligation to her family was the foundation of what motivated her to keep fighting, any of that was possible. Here, in case you need it. I was told it contains a clue about your brainwashing.
A clue?
Yeah, they said a straight explanation would be too shocking.
All right, I'll take a look. Hand it over.
Kurawa snatched the envelope from my hand. You're gonna open it?
Of course, naturally I'm scared, but I would be simply miserable with the possibility of that which I hold most dear being fake. I can't have that haunting me forever.
I think it also might just be the fact that, yeah, like Hiriko's maybe unwilling to accept what I'm telling her, and she wouldn't be willing to look at the envelope either. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll be curious when I actually learn more about her.
If what's in here can dispel the misery, that's a chance I would have to take.
You're one tough girl.
Of course I am an Uzuki after all. I will be until I open this envelope anyway.
With that sharp remark, Kurawa opened the envelope. Inside was a single sheet of paper which she cast her eyes over intently. What's it say?
It's about my father. It says he died 5 years ago. Sure enough, I have no memory of this. I had no idea he was dead. In fact, I remember him being in fine health right before I came to this school.
So your brainwashing was to make you forget about your father's passing.
Yes, I don't trust this note. That seems to be the case.
So, So what does this mean in this case? Does this mean that, because all of their memories are completely fabricated, right? So in reality, is it that maybe the Uzuki clan does exist and that her dad maybe even is alive? Or that her father was a person that existed and is dead now? But it's not actually her father, right? She was made to believe that it was her father? Maybe?
But more than that, my father, Kurama Uzuki, was head of the Uzuki clan. If he's dead, then the family is no more. I think we could say that my brainwashing was actually about the state of the Uzuki family itself. The one thing that's kept me fighting up to this point has been my pride in Uzuki. And according to this note, all that was a lie. My father's been dead for 5 years. You never forgot about the fall of the Uzuki family. No, I was made to forget.
I'm kind of surprised. She's way more accepting of it than I was expecting her to be. I guess partially because of, like, survivor's remorse here. I don't know. With, like, the whole thing with Gaku. About that envelope. Was there anything else in there besides the stuff about your father's passing?
Well, this piece of paper here is a copy of his death certificate. The cause of his death was cancer, plain and simple.
I see.
It's a bit too disheartening, isn't it? I imagine the clue would be a little less hard-hitting than something like this. Those anti-excess symptoms are painfully straightforward. Their lack of consideration is rather off-putting.
I agree.
Naturally, this doesn't mean I accept this sheet as the absolute truth. This Goto you told me about could be making it all up. He could be deceiving you, and in turn deceiving me as well.
Yeah, it's a possibility too. There's no proof as to whether this brainwashing stuff is true or not. It really is just a matter of choosing who to trust.
I suppose so. Yes, I understand. That's why I'm choosing to trust you, Takumi.
You are?
I don't like it, but it seems like there's some credibility to what you've been told me. There's a chance we can go home without fighting. I would hold on to it. I just feel kind of regret holding me back. If I believe you, we choose to stop fighting and run away. And the others died. What was the point of their sacrifice?
Fucking nothing.
The deaths will have been in vain, won't they?
Oh, God, there's so many choices, dude. Am I like I'm gonna unlock like 10 innings from this one route alone. Jesus. Were our death's friends in vain? ... No. Because they helped us get to this point. I can't believe this made me choose here. They weren't in vain.
Huh? What do you mean? I mean, you're alive because Gaku died, aren't you? So because I'm alive, Gaku's death wasn't in vain? The only purpose for his life was keeping him alive. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean? What train of thought derailed you into thinking you could tell me the deaths were anything more than senseless tragedies? If you just saying whatever you think sounds right to fit the mood, I'll end you right here and now.
I'm sorry, that wasn't very considerate of me. But even if my logic doesn't hold up, I still don't want to admit that their deaths were pointless. I don't want them to have died in vain.
I feel the same way. I don't want them to die in vain. That's why I've decided to keep fighting.
Huh?
That's the only way I can truly honor their memories. I'll talk about their sacrifice allowing us to sneak away to this artificial satellite. But how their spirits live on with us. No matter what, I refuse to talk myself into that kind of self-deception. I'll fight and I'll win. I'll get through these 100 days. Then and only then I'll be able to finally say their deaths weren't in vain. And when I die, I'll be able to look them in the eyes in the afterlife.
But...
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Okay, sure. Whack 'em.
You don't want their lives to have been wasted either, do you, Takumi? Then firm up your resolve and get your ass in gear. Stop spewing this hypocrisy. If you want their deaths to mean something, running away from our responsibility is the last thing you should be thinking of. Let's fight. Let's win this war. Let's hold on what we can.
You're right. I failed to persuade Kurara, because somehow it seemed like this wasn't the wrong choice. I felt like we were on the right path after all. Oh, shit, fuck, alright. Oh, never mind. Let NicoB tase this time. Damn, where'd Kurara's mask go? What's the fucking... She got tased so hard it flew off in the distance. Oh my god. Somebody needs to fucking get rid of that taser.
Dear me, you do have a way with words, don't you? But if you're not able to translate them into positive action, they'll never be anything more.
Oh shit. Methinks the other routes here are probably gonna be NicoB tasing me then. Conspiracy root empty words. Wow. Damn. Okay. Another ending down. Yeah, wow. I feel like I'm just like, I'm in chock full of fucking endings here. All right. The person who got this route, they're like, all right, listen, I'm gonna need you to fit at least 20 innings in this route, okay? So you're just gonna have like decisions on everything. Were their deaths being vain? Hell yeah, they are. They weren't in vain. If I had to put the sentiment into words, I could have phrased it that way. It was only because of our friend's sacrifice that we could now escape. In that sense, their deaths definitely had meaning, or something to that effect. But saying that would be insincere, dishonest. They didn't die so that we could be free. They fought to win and died fighting. In a war they were tricked into joining, at that. I couldn't find any significance in their deaths. In a sense, their deaths were nothing but the unfortunate result of their being manipulated. That was a much more cold-hearted way of putting it. It was closer to how I really felt about it.
Don't just stand there with a doughy look on your face. Say something.
Sorry.
Well, I'm glad you gave me some half-assed positivity at least.
What do you mean?
Part of me wanted to cling on to anything that would gloss over this whole situation. If you said something carelessly optimistic, it would have been way too tempting to get on board with that. And then we would have both been tased.
Yeah, I'm tired of being tased.
But your sauces now let me know if it's okay to feel this despair. I'm glad.
I see.
Can you give me 30 minutes to myself?
No, you're gonna send Sirei after me. Sure, but why?
Take a wild guess. I don't want you to see me cry. I'm going to think about how my father is probably dead, and the Zuki clan with him. And also think about our friends' meaningless deaths while I'm at it.
Right.
When I'm done crying, I'll place my trust in you. We can start thinking about what we can do from here on. I just need a little time, bitch.
I understand. Thanks. I'm waiting for Kurara in my room. Her father is gone, and her friends died in vain. It's also fucking horrible. No one would want to believe it. But in spite of all that, she still chose to trust me. She really is one tough girl. Just the 30 minutes were up, Kurara arrived in my room.
Pardon the wait.
Are you okay?
Of course, who do you take me for? Though I guess I should probably drop the smug act from here on out. Now my father's dead. The proud Suzuki's name has died with him.
Are you gonna take the tomato head off? I think you can keep it up if you want. Even if the Suzuki family is no more, you're still the same proud Kurara Suzuki as before. What?
Nothing. I was simply impressed you were able to offer a few half-decent words of encouragement. I brace myself for you to rub salt in my wounds with some insincere inanities.
Don't talk as if I were that kind of psychopath.
Anyway, let's think about what we're going to do from here. The escape pod takes off in 2 days, yes? We need to persuade the others to join us without Sirei catching on before then. The more I think about it, the more this seems like a game that's impossible to win.
Yeah, I hear that. There's just not enough time, and keeping things out of Surei's notice is a tall order too.
If we fail to persuade even one of them, I'll probably go right to Sirei and tell him what we're up to. Should we just give up?
Say what?
I'm kidding. Well, half kidding. There's a notable disparity between our goals and the obstacles in our way. Even without Sirei keeping an eye on us, 2 days would be a tight window to convince everyone. To start with, we'll need to do something about Sirei.
What kind of something?
Who knows? The only thing that comes to mind is smashing him to pieces.
Huh?
Huh?
Smash him to pieces. It's not an option, right?
I suppose so. Yes, that might work. At first I thought it would be too dangerous, not to mention against the rules. But desperate times call for desperate measures. And Surei's rules are a bunch of hogwash anyway.
If we destroy him before we persuade the others, we won't need to worry about anyone blowing our cover if we fail to convince them. We can bring anyone we don't convince to the artificial satellite by force if we have to.
It's more than satisfactory. So what do? The clock's ticking, we need to act fast. I'm more than fine with taking him out, but I'll leave the final choice to you.
Another choice? Well, in that case... Wow, seriously, it is, dude. Huh. What it was, huh? Sirei, sure. Let's kick his ass. Alright, let's destroy Sirei. I don't think we have any other choice.
Fine by me. It's just kind of shake up what this place could use. Destroying him won't be a simple matter. Maybe we should take a page out of that lunatic Eido's book. If I recall correctly, he managed it in your last timeline, didn't he? He had to speak with Sirei alone while the rest of us were sleeping, under the guise of learning how to use Hemoanima. And once he did transform, he immediately used his class weapon to destroy Sirei.
Yeah, and he pulled it off in my previous 100 days. Sirei did blow Eido up when he made his move, but the Revive-O-Matic brought him right back to life. He showed up afterwards, feigning ignorance about the whole incident.
Of course, we need to come up with some sort of setup. We only get one shot at this.
The problem is, what should this setup be? Sirei is going to be much more cautious about us calling on him now than he was back when Eido did.
Huh?
Who is it?
It's me, Nico. There's something I'd like to talk with you about. May I come in? I've got a taser.
He said Nico, but should we assume it's really Goto? Nico can't have come back somehow, can he? What color is the envelope?
Oh, what's this now? Some manner of password. Some well-known song lyrics, perhaps?
Uh-oh. A chill ran down my spine. For whatever reason, Nico's original personality seemed to have reasserted itself.
Oh, sorry, just my little joke.
Huh?
The envelope is red, and so is the pill.
Hey!
So not funny.
Well then, pardon the intrusion.
Oh shit, Goto!
Oh, Kurara Suzuki, does this mean?
Yeah, I won her over to our side. We were just playing on how we were going to persuade the others to get on board as well.
So you're Goto. So it's your fault that my brain's at its boiling point right now. Oh my, sorry. I know too well that what I'm asking is impossible.
Let's put that aside. You have something you want to talk about?
Actually, I only mentioned that as an excuse to come visit you as Nico. It's entirely possible that someone could have seen me come here after all. What I really wanted was to come and check on how your efforts were going. I assume Kurawa is the only one you've managed to persuade so far.
Yeah, so far at least. But what are you doing here? You seem to be second last Vince Academy running maintenance on the skate pod. I should be playing to keep you busy. Can't you leave the persuading to me? Or is the maintenance finished already? Yeah, also, how are you like in that room? I guess if you're just like, listening to me this whole time or something. That, like you came into that one time and tased me.
Oh, I must have told you the escape room pod maintenance is all performed remotely.
Oh.
So I'll be here at this school the whole time until departure. By the way, I'm doing maintenance at this very moment. I most certainly have to work up until the very last minute to get it done.
Huh, okay.
Back to the subject of persuading everyone. Do you think you can do it in a day or two?
No, at least not if we do everything above board. I'm almost wondering if we're gonna go there and then this is gonna be like not actually even like getting us all out of there. It's more like an anti, like not just the Exodus, but like fuck us too, you know? It's just to get us to stop the fight and just immediately like lose.
I'm aboard.
Yeah, so we figured destroying Sirei might make the job more feasible.
You'll destroy him.
Convincing everyone without him noticing will be difficult. No, frankly, it'd be straight up impossible. That being the case, we thought it might be best to take Sirei out of the equation first.
I see, so that's your move. It's such a clever strategy. Not sure why I didn't think of it before. Oh hey, I just thought of something brilliant.
Huh?
Something brilliant. To destroy Sirei, we'll need to call him to someplace that's deserted at the time. And you're the perfect lump of metal for the job. You can do it for us, Godo. If you tell him after there's an emergency sometime after lights out and ask him to come with you, we'll be able to trap him without any fear of raising suspicion.
It's not a bad idea. Garawa's plan certainly sounded like the most natural approach. Will you do it?
Of course. It should really be me taking care of everything, so I'll do whatever I can to help. I swear by the name of the anti-Exodus faction, I'll make this operation a success.
Okay. Dong, dink, donk. That night I felt strangely conflicted. I was extremely anxious about our plan, yet it didn't feel real. We were actually going to destroy Sirei. We figured out the plan step by step. Godo, pretending to be Nico, would soon lead Sirei here. He'd tell him that something crazy had happened in the cafeteria to come quickly. When he got there, I'd be waiting for him. I'd be in my class armor and ready to attack. Garawa would be on standby in an empty classroom nearby, ready to deal with any unforeseen developments. Godo would give the signal to attack. Being the closest to Sirei, it would be easiest for him to gauge when he let his guard down. It seemed like the perfect plan, other than the fact that I didn't really want to destroy Sirei. But I have to set those feelings aside. Door opened. So what the heck's going on in here? God damn it. Did Gaku fuck this thing up again? Oh wait, he's dead. He said there was some emergency in the cafeteria.
Oh yes, sir. We have to deal with it. This very minute will get completely out of hand.
Really? Because I don't see anything here to deal with. Are you sure you didn't just hear some bug skidding around or something equally pointless? Suddenly, Goto looked my way. His eyes met mine from my hiding place in the shadows. Now go. And on Goto's mark... Another choice? It is, dude. This is the route where it's like, I'm gonna get like 10 endings in this route. I'm not gonna lie. This feels a little bit of a cop-out. Like a bit. Like get a few routes, sure, you know, like a few like choices in a route and stuff that lead to different endings, sure. But this one's like, these lead to immediate endings, right? This feels sort of like, okay, like when I was sort of like thinking and sort of fearing to some extent that like the scope of having 100 endings sounds incredible, but in reality, like you could just have one route like this where there's like suddenly back to back in the span of like 30 minutes, there's like 7 choices. Now like that, look at that. Guys, we got like 7 endings, 8 endings. Holy crap. Wow. It was just that easy. You know, it's like I hate to say lazy because it's a lot, it's still a lot, but it's still like, it basically greatly shrinks the scope of what the game is, like upon experiencing that, right? It's just like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. We really are like now running into a lot of these like, no, these actually are just endings. You fucked up. You got a bad ending. I'm sorry. What the? Ah! I wonder if it was like this for Ado as well. Slice that bitch in half. It was incredibly easy cutting Sirei in half. But the next instant, this is gonna hurt. A mechanical sound rang out from my chest. Blacked out on the spot alongside a fit of intense pain. Day 36.
Come on, that's how long you want to sleep. Get up already.
Ow! I woke up to Kurara's voice and slowly realized I was back in my room. Did it work?
Sure did. You did splendidly. You split Sirei clean too. Then he activated the bomb in your chest and he blew you into bits. The drone carried the pieces to the infirmary, and once you were reassembled, I brought you back here. You spent the night out cold, and now here we are. I've already cleared the mess of your blood and Sirei's remains left behind, of course.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
The next step is going to be crucial. Do you remember our plan for today?
Yeah. We were going to meet up with the rest of the team in the cafeteria and try to persuade them to join us. Now that Sirei was out of the picture, there wasn't any need to sneak around and talk to them one by one.
I already told the others to meet us in the cafeteria at noon. It's almost that time now. We should get going.
I said to hope it would all work out. And yet, that hope was frightfully cold and attached one. Hey, guys. Yeah, I don't know if Nozomi's gonna be on board with this shit, unfortunately. When Kurara and I arrived at the cafeteria, everyone except Sirei, Goto, and Ado was there. What the hell, you two? You got some balls calling us here and showing up last. Sorry.
Never mind that. Just hurry up and tell us what you wanted to talk to us about.
Judging from that timid expression of yours, Mr. Sumino, it's something serious.
Not to mention that it's so rare for you to be the one to reach out to us, Kurara. Right? I can understand if it was Takumi making the call. I simply took a little interest in how my slaves were doing, nothing more.
What are you calling slaves?
Oh wait, where are Sirei and Nico? You must have called them here too, right?
They're fucking dead.
Nico's busy with another task, so he's been excused. As for Sirei...
Kurara glanced my way. I took that as my signal to speak. Sirei's not coming. Or rather, he can't.
He can't.
Is he out on an excursion or something somewhere? I answered honestly. Last night, I tricked Sirei into meeting me and destroyed him. Just like Ado did in my previous timeline. Say, what, Takumi?
You destroyed him.
I understand. It must be hard to believe, but it's the truth.
If you like, I can show you his remains later. And you? Are you an accomplice to this, Kurara? Wait, hold on. What do you mean you destroyed him? Takumi, Kurara, have you gone crazy? Are you like Ado now? You must have some reason, right?
Well, I told everyone the events of the past 3 days, not holding anything back. Only Hiroko noted that her head was in a daze like mine had been. When I offered her one of the pills, she took it without hesitation. Okay. Interesting. So I think she did take the pill. I think it was just like, I don't know. Maybe, I think we'll see here. If she just chooses not to go with us or something, then that will be an indicator, right? And lastly here. Each member of the team had their own brainwashing concerning their reasons for fighting. I handed them all the envelopes with the clues about those reasons. All except Ava, of course. We already knew all about her brainwashing after all. Everyone else reacted to the envelopes in different ways.
I don't think I'll look at mine.
I mean, Nozomi actually technically did get brainwashed a little bit about what happened to her mother.
I'll pass as well.
I ain't looking either. Feels like I won't be me anymore if I do. Some chose not to look at their envelopes, same as me.
No, it can't be true.
We need to read more, Kako. But this can't be. It has to be a lie.
That's right. I mean, no matter how awful an existence mine is guaranteed to be, this can't be part of it.
Some opened their envelopes and were shocked at the contents.
I just don't know what to think of this. It's shocking. It actually makes me feel a little less queasy.
To think that there come a day when my soul will be denied like this.
This isn't a worth shoot, is it?
And there were those who opened the envelope and were at a loss for how unreal it seemed. Each had their own reactions, but they were all equally confused. I'm sure you all have different thoughts on this. Some of you might not even accept it, but I'm asking you all to trust me. I want you to believe that what I'm telling you, so we can all escape together. The tense silence held like a sheet of thin ice.
Sorry, but
The zombie began to speak, softly treading upon the thin ice and forming the first cracks.
I'm still only half convinced. It sounds so impossible that my reason for fighting was implanted in my mind. I still think it's worth believing in. The only way things can make sense is if I trust that what I know is real. Even so, even if my reason for fighting is a lie, I don't know if that means I should give up. If I give up now, wouldn't everything we've done here become totally meaningless? The fear, the bravery, the battles, how we've learned to care for one another, the sadness of losing our friends. Nozomi, I don't want all that to be in vain. I can't bear to think that there was no point to our time here.
It was the same as when I had persuaded Kurara, not wanting all our fighting to be pointless, not wanting to think all that we'd suffered through had been for nothing. I understood Nozomi's feelings painfully well, but because I understood, I knew exactly what to say. Everything we did. So, okay, God. So again, another one, like, another choice. I think the choice is to say nothing again. I knew that I should tell everyone that it had been pointless, but I couldn't say anything because I understood how they felt at fighting all this time. On top of that, I didn't want to believe that it was all pointless either.
You're staying quiet because you feel the same way, right, Takumi?
Fuck it. Maybe it is. I'm fine. I fuck it up already.
You don't really want to accept that your reason for fighting is a lie and give up, do you?
That's not...
No, I know that's it. Otherwise your face wouldn't look so pain this whole time.
Okay, so never mind. It was... I do have to say it was pointless.
You didn't want to expose...
I thought it was like, pick the same thing as before, just say nothing. It was like, okay, when it was a different nothing. Whatever. Just go and get the wrong one out of the way real quick, right?
You don't expose such a painful truth, but it was something you had to tell us all the same. That's why it's hurting you so much, isn't it?
It's not like... I caught the lie before I could finish it. The lie about it not hurting. About doing what I did or didn't want to do. Because if I was being honest, I didn't want to give up the fight even now.
Whether or not all these days up until now it meant anything is something we have to decide for ourselves. I think if we want it to mean something, we should keep fighting.
It was only when Nozomi spelled it out like that I first realized the truth. Those were the words I wanted to say all along. We should keep fighting. We don't have to run away. It felt like a light was finally shining on the path I should walk. I didn't want to give up.
Oh dear.
And then Nico's just gonna fucking kill us all.
I tried so hard to tell you not to fight. Why wouldn't you listen? How unfortunate. I didn't want to be the one doing the killing, but...
Damn. So no happy endings for us, right? No happy endings. Damn. Okay. Conspiracy root, liar. All right. Real quick, because clearly these are all going to endings. So before we get the actual ending for this fucking insane route, which again, I'm 3 endings in now, all right? I'm about to get 4 more endings. Let's just hop back and fuck up, all right? Let's just go. Let's just get these. This is going to obviously lead to immediate endings. We're just going to start from the beginning. I'm not going to take the red pill and then probably get tased. Tase me. Tase me. I'll pass. For all you have to say about Sirei, you're pretty sketchy yourself. There's no telling what the pill will actually do to me if I take it. It's a pretty natural suspicion, don't you think?
Well, your argument is quite sound. It's exceedingly right-minded and super-duper reasonable. But sound arguments won't change the world around you.
Take that.
Don't think less of me for this.
Everyone's just gonna have a moment where they're tasing somebody.
But if you don't have any intention of leaving the pro-faction, then I can't let you live. If you're going to blame anything, blame the pro-faction's cunning. And your own foolishness.
Thanks. Okay. Yeah, that was expected. Conspiracy, a fair point. Okay, now let's choose not to help them. Gee, I wonder what's gonna happen this time. No, tase me again, please. Tase me again, mommy. I mean, daddy. I mean, somebody. I can't help you. I just love being tased by you so much. Nico, please. I mean, Goto.
What? Why not? Don't you believe me?
No, it makes sense. Normally I would believe you. But I'm just trying to get all these endings and where I die.
Then why?
I want to believe all this meant something. I want to believe Sirei has been supporting us all this time. That my reason for fighting hasn't been one big mistake. Clap, clap, clap. Goto gave a condescending laugh and a golf clap before speaking.
You pass.
Huh?
The anti-Axis faction and the brainwashing, it was all a complete lie. I told you about the opposition forces to test your loyalty, Mr. Sumino. You see, there's still a chance there's a spy hidden among the special defense unit.
Seriously? You're not gonna tase me? That's all this was? I was less than amused at being tested like this. Well, I'm glad it was all a lie at least. Truly glad, in fact. No, what was the point of even saying that? Why do you just instantly tase me?
Are you really that gullible?
Boys are so slow on the uptake.
Okay. Seriously, just a test? Okay, and now destroy Sirei. I'm just gonna choose not to. I'm just gonna be like, no, at the last second, no, Sirei. And then we're all gonna die, or I'm gonna die. This is all because Takamaru slapped NicoB, by the way. Way to go, Takamaru, you fucked us. No, I think that's a little too savage.
Nothing can be too savage when it comes to someone who's willing to brainwash people.
I know, but I don't want to give up on the possibility of a more peaceful approach. I just feel like destroying Sirei to stop fighting would come to no good in the end.
You're going to start spouting that soft-hearted drivel now?
Sorry.
That said, it is true that ending things peacefully would be our best option. All right, we're coming with another solution. Let's give it some more thought.
And so it failed, and Sirei tased us. Nothing occurred to either of us. Huh?
We've got nothing.
Just let me give it a little more thought. I still don't want to commit to something as dangerous as destroying Sirei. What, we're just gonna waste time ending or something?
Just haven't thought of anything, have you?
I told you, we're not destroying Sirei.
Fine, do as you please.
With those parting words, Karara left the room. Or so I thought. I looked to see Karara standing stock still in the open doorway. What happened? Hey guys, I'm here. What's up? I believe I should be the one asking you two that. Sirei. That's good. It's my turn. I haven't tasted one in 5 minutes. Well, whatever the case may be, it doesn't change what I need to do. Ah! This is becoming comical. Conspiracy route out of ideas. And then choosing not to destroy Sirei again. I changed my mind. Why? I committed to this plan, so I had to go through with it. Should have made up my mind a long time ago, but I just want to see what would happen. I was frozen, unsure if this was really the right thing to do. Oh, what are you doing here, Sumino? Ah, damn.
Wait, you got the wrong idea. We won't do anything shady or underhanded. This is, a flash mob. Yes, that's it. Right, a flash mob surprise.
Fine, that's all it is.
You saved.
You seriously think I'd buy that?
Why would you try to get the jump on your beloved commanding officer like this?
Oh, this fucking music. That's right, bitches. Look who's got fucking 2 tasers. I've got the power. This is truly the best ending.
I have no idea what's going on here. But it's all too clear you two are in too deep to turn back. In which case, I'll gladly throw myself body and soul into taking you on.
Rui's like, really? I have to draw another CG for this other bullshit ending? Fine, well then I'm gonna give Sirei 2 tasers, okay? And make it look kinda cool. The sharp retort from Sirei is the last thing I remember. But they're in my memories. Completely and utterly faded clean away, brah. I got brain fucked. Conspiracy root, faltering resolve. Okay. How many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are 7 endings, dude. I thought 4 endings. The 4 endings we got last episode was a lot. Wow. Ain't seen nothing yet, apparently. Yes, everything was pointless, Izomi. We should all just fucking die today. That's right. It was all pointless.
But that's... whether or not it meant anything is something only we can decide.
Well, in that case, I don't want it to mean anything.
My life, our lives, aren't lived for the sake of giving meaning to the past. It may be sad, and even unbearable at times, but we should abandon the past for the sake of our future.
Damn. This is pretty rough, though. It is pretty rough to just be like, yeah, this really is just kind of like the give up ending.
Put it that way.
It's a pretty depressing thing for him to say. Still, I won't force you. If any of you don't believe me, or if you still want to stay at the school and fight, that's fine too. Do whatever you feel is right. I went on to share the schedule that Goto had prepared beforehand with everyone. Anyone who wants to escape with me, meet at the parking lot at 7 a.m. tomorrow. We'll take the school bus to second to last Fence Academy. Apparently there's an escape pod there.
I will simply do as I am ordered.
Come with us, please. I love you. Let's make a baby again. In a few seconds of silence, Ava, the only one among us with a different perspective, spoke up and looked around. Surprised Kako wasn't doing her brain blast. No one spoke up after her, but I could tell that not a single one of them wasn't going to show up tomorrow. I didn't have any solid basis for that belief, but I felt it in my gut. The gloomy atmosphere of despair that dominated the cafeteria was all the proof I needed. I was the first to leave the cafeteria and escape to my room. No one spoke up to me or wanted to hear more details, or spoke up to stop me. I somehow felt extremely exhausted, despite the fact that I did practically nothing and only spoke words that I'd already planned to say. Flump. I collapsed on my bed as if my battery were completely spent. And just as I thought I was about to let my conscience slip away.
Nice. Takumi, we're gonna tase you again.
Actually, no, I'm gonna tase him.
No, I want to do it.
No, let me do it.
No, well, how about we tase them together, all right? I'll share my 2 tasers with you.
But then that'll give me 2 tasers.
Oh, shit, you're right. How about we split this taser in half so we each have 1.5 tasers?
But then the taser won't work.
Damn it. God, this might be an ending in of itself, Takumi, if you think about it, where we can't decide whether we're going to tase you or not, so we just stand here forever and you're stuck in your room till the end of time. Isn't that a good ending, Takumi? Takumi, if I can say something when I talk to you, boy.
Who is it?
It's me, Goto. I'm coming in. I heard from Kurama that you were able to thoroughly convince everyone. Thank you, truly. I'm glad I could count on you.
And I'm glad I didn't get tased yet. How about on your side? Is the escape pod maintenance going to be finished in time? A cliche twist like the pod breaking down just as we're about to take off is something I can do without.
You needn't worry about that. Leave it all to me. Once you get there, literally all you have to do is push a button to launch. Now we simply have to ride out the rest of the time peacefully until tomorrow. And by the way, about Ava, I'll undo her brainwashing and leave her here on the planet, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, that'd be pretty great, actually.
Of course, I'll be sure to do it right, so she won't become an issue down the line.
Yeah, that's not a problem. She was originally an enemy, and yet it wouldn't have felt right leaving her brainwashed like that. May not have been any reason to bring her to the far-official satellite, but that didn't mean we didn't need to kill her. And this really brings it all to the finish line. I'm really relieved. Thought for sure you'd bring us some more stuff I need to do.
Well, about that.
Oh no, I have a bad feeling about this.
I do have one more request to task of you, but I promise this will be the last one.
What? Let's hear it.
When you get to the artificial satellite, I'll need to apologize to all of you. I'm sure you'll be very angry when you hear what I've done, but I hope you will allow me to properly apologize all the same.
That depends. What do you want to apologize for?
First and foremost, I should apologize to you personally, Takumi. You see, everything in those red envelopes was a lie.
What?
For example, the death certificates Kurama found in her envelope. Our father isn't really dead. Well, that is to say, he might be dead, but I don't actually know. I made the whole thing up.
Whoa. Wait a second. You said you saw the brainwashing logs on the machine in the infirmary.
Yes, I did in fact see them. From what I can analyze, the most recent processes were to make the recipients more obedient to Sirei. That was the nature of what was done to your team. Some of you at least. And you were brainwashed. That much is certain. The red pill taking effect is proof of that. But everything else I told you before, your reasons for fighting being distorted by the brainwashing, that was all a fabrication. All lies.
The funny thing is it actually isn't. Though I'm almost wondering, is Nico saying that, yes, the letters they wrote, which again, Kurara's father then, yeah, isn't dead because maybe he doesn't really exist. And that's what they're referring to? Or if he really doesn't know and is actually saying like, oh yeah, that was a lie, but it actually is true. And just unbeknownst to them. I'm not even sure why Nico's telling us this here at the end. Like what, seriously, why? Or Goto, why wouldn't you just like let us go on the ship up first? Like, are you trying to undermine your own plan here? Like, what's the point of telling us or telling Takumi this?
I created them based on the information I found in your profiles.
Why would you do that?
To give some credibility to what I told you. To drive you all into despair, so deep into despair so you would want to stop fighting.
I didn't know whether what I was feeling was shock or outrage.
But, on the other hand, everything else I told you was completely true. The memory experiments being conducted at Kamakura General Hospital, and the school being filled with technology based on that research. That's all undeniable fact. I'm sorry for tricking you, I really am, but I did it for your own good.
The guy from lying to me must have really gotten to Goto. He went on and on, talking more than he ever had before. What choices did I have before me? 1. Believe what Goto is saying and forgive him. 2. Believe what Goto is saying but don't forgive him. 3. Don't believe what Goto is saying. 4. Give in to anger and destroy Goto. 5. Give up on escaping to the artificial satellite. Other than that, what do those options matter at this point? It's fine. I'd already come to this far. All I could do now was believe and forgive Goto. Doing that and returning, he's like, I'm tired of all these other dumb endings. Doing that and returning the artificial satellite was the only way my choices up to this point would finally pay off. Day 37. Ellipses. Oh, that's just it. They don't even see us get on the ship. Well, I assume then that I guess the ship did exist and that was the truth. And there it is. Conspiracy route. Lambs to the slaughter. Interesting. Lambs to the slaughter. Ooh. Because that's I think that it's referring to the fact that we would go up there and realize that it was true, that and then everything was like essentially fabricated. Maybe that's what it's saying in this ending, where you're like, why would it say lambs to the slaughter? Or that Goto was lying about there being a ship or something, and we're just gonna go die. But I think that probably is. I think the ship would be there, otherwise they would show that. I think it's just saying it's lambs to the slaughter because we're about to literally go up there and realize that there's nobody there waiting for us. That's like that. I feel like is actually a slight foreshadowing to the Route Zero ending. So, wow. All right. Well, that just like that, guys. Yeah, 4 endings in one episode was a lot. How about fucking 8 endings? Wow. Those 100 endings feeling a little smaller now. Right? Like, this is what I was thinking to myself. I'm like, unless there's like an episode where I suddenly get fucking like, fucking 5 to 10 endings in like one episode, like this is more likely going to be a 100 episode Let's Play. Well, I'm starting to feel like maybe that won't be the case. Actually, maybe this won't be as long as I thought it would be. Because, bro, if there are any other routes like this, like holy shit, we literally just got through 8% of all endings in this one route. And I think with this knocks us up, to like 22 endings now? Damn. Wow. Okay. Anyway, how did I feel about this route? I'm gonna be honest, just speaking on terms of just these endings here, a bit of a cop-out and a little underwhelming in that way, right? That again, that these led to choices that essentially just ended. Again, it greatly decreased the scope of what the game is. to me. And maybe this is the only route that's like this, but I kind of doubt it. We literally got twice the amount of endings that we got last episode. I think the overall writing for this route was okay, but I felt like these sort of like fake decisions that just led to dud endings kind of undermined a lot of it. Like, I think if I took these ones out of here, this would have been a much more interesting route, even if in a lot of ways it was like baby's second scenario, right? Plot twist. Because it really was like, oh, wait, your memories are being messed with about your desire to fight. Wait, no, they're not. But actually, yes, they are. And it's even worse. But I also feel it's also a pretty sad route, too. It's just kind of like like everyone just kind of gives up. And that last thing that Takumi says to like Nozomi is really like, fuck, that is really depressing. And it's really it's so sad because it's really sad to see like the look on Nozomi's face when you say that, you know? And then everybody leaves not with a bang, but with a whimper, with silence, right? I almost feel like that's what that ending should have been called. Instead of lambs to slaughter, it should have been called like not a bang, but a whimper, or nothing but silence or something, you know? But I think that ending is intended to hint at what the true nature of the secret is, right? I assume. But yeah, overall, I think it was an interesting route that was pretty short, but also I felt was needlessly full of pointless, dumb, bad ending routes that didn't none of these endings add anything at all. Like, this is the only ending that actually matters. These are essentially just like, fuck you. You like, right? It's like the commune ending from where like I say no to commune for no reason. In the rebellion route, you just die, right? This route just got 7 of those. So I unfortunately feel like that brings this route down like a lot. I also do think we sort of blazed through this route a bit as well in a lot of ways. Like, this one felt like the pacing was pretty fast. Though I don't know. At the same time, I'm not sure if I really would have wanted this route to go on for too long anyway, because it's already just so depressing, especially the ending too, where Takumi is like realizes he's been lied to, is just like, whatever, I've committed to this, we're just gonna go. But yeah, I hope there's not too many other routes that are like this, because I legit think this just kind of brings the experience down a bit. It makes the game feel overall less interesting than the concept that was sort of proposed at the start. So I don't know. What do you guys think about this route? I'd actually love to know how you guys feel about it. I still think it was overall better written than like the rebellion route was. But seriously, somebody needs to do something about these fucking tasers. So what happens before this anyway? Then we got Ava's fate, and then deciding who to sacrifice. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoy this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite, and subscribe if you're not already. Become a picky penguin aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy.